I'm back. Still sick. Yesterday's video was not sick. I already pre-recorded that one before I got sick. So now we were back to present day. How's it going? Taking vitamin C, I don't know why. I mean, whatever. Sometimes it just takes a while. It's fine. I'm just rolling with it. Okay, today we're going through my N64 collection for a couple of reasons. I was fortunate enough to find a way to make money with a hobby. I really enjoyed playing video games and was able to find a full-time job on television talking about video games, which was amazing. Like I feel so grateful for that. I'm so happy that I had that opportunity. But it's weird when you go from having a hobby and then getting paid for doing that hobby, so it becomes a full-time job. So you're just constantly working, which is fine because it's fun, but then also like it does become work. So when that work is no longer work, when it goes back into a hobby, it's kind of like this weird transition now where I have to kind of reintroduce myself to gaming as a hobby. And because I've kind of shied away from it a little bit after the show, I still play video games. They're not top of mind. It's not the first thing I think about when I want to be entertained, and it used to be. So now I'm trying to get back into that, if that makes any sense at all. I realize that it's hard for me to convey this without sounding like a total spoiled brat. I just want to be honest with you, and this is where my head is at right now. So I thought, why not dive into my past, and this way I can reintroduce myself to what I originally fell in love with. Sometimes you just need to take a little vacation and then you come back to your one true love, you know? So come along with me. We're going to fall back in love with the games I spent every waking moment with. If I wasn't at dance lessons, dance lessons or voice lessons, it's funny saying voice lessons and my voice is like this. It was doing this, it was playing video games. The first games I want to show you are the games that I grew up with. Like, these are the ones that it was just, if it wasn't one that I was playing, it was the other, and I would get these styes in my eye. Like I just have like red marks in my eyes all the time from constantly playing these games. Seems that healthy now that I think about it. But most of the styes actually came from Mario Kart 64, of course. This provided so much fun because it allowed my brother and I to play games together and be competitive, because we were super competitive with one another. Another way to get the family together, I'd play this all the time with my cousins. GoldenEye, of course. I mean, of course, yes, it's fun to play slappers only. Why not? You gotta do at least one slappers only round when you're playing GoldenEye. It's funny because I never played the campaign. I never once played the campaign. I only played the multiplayer. Nothing but the campaign appealed to me. I just like playing the multiplayer and hiding in vents and stalls. I just thought this was a ton of fun, and I was so happy that we had it. Picked this one up because I loved Mario Kart 64 so much that I figured, you know, another kart racing game should be a lot of fun. And that's why we got Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing is an interesting experience because you got to also fly in a plane. You also got to be on those little those water hover ships. I don't know what the hell they're called. Whatever. I'm sick, okay? It was just a ton of fun to play this game. Not as fun as Mario Kart, but still a good time because it gave you something different, like a little palate cleanser. Something to, if you want it to be competitive, you can still do that with a racing game, but with different characters, and introduce, if you have cousins coming over or friends coming over, you can introduce them to something new, because it was mostly just Mario Kart 64 and Super Mario 64 that people had growing up. Well, in my neighborhood anyway. Speaking of Super Mario 64, of course, this was my very first in-depth console gaming experience. This is the first time with any game that I had spent a significant amount of time trying to complete. It was just so entertaining to me. I got so much joy out of collecting stars and going back into levels again to replay them to get a different star. That was the first time I ever experienced anything like that. And God, it was it just opened up my eyes to a whole different world, a whole new world of how to play video games, because I was mostly just platforming and puzzle solving and bubble bobbling. This is the first time that I ever had anything like that, and so it's special to me for that reason. This game will always have a special place in my heart for sure. Another game that will always have a special place in my heart, always, always, and forever. Snowboard Kids. Snowboard Kids. Oh man. I don't even know how to describe this game other than it was just so much fun. It was so much fun to get on the lift when you did a run, and then you got back on the lift to get back up again, and then you had to time your jumps perfectly. I mean, forget about SSX. Forget about that. It's all about Snowboard Kids. Just even their outfits, like one of the girls, it's snowing. One of the girls, and for a Nintendo game, that's pretty jokes. She's just wearing a bikini top, but like also wearing a toque, like a headband situation with pigtails. She wants to be stylish out there on the slopes, but aren't you cold, girl? It's snowing. Put some clothes on. Yeah, Snowboard Kids, tons of fun. Another great way to be competitive with my brother. Those were the games that I had growing up that I spent the most time with. Now these games I'm going to go through quickly because I haven't spent a lot of time with them, but except for Yoshi's Story. I did spend a lot of time with Yoshi's Story. But these ones are games that I've collected over time now. If I saw a game, or if Francisco saw a game, if we were out somewhere, we usually go to like flea markets and stuff like that, then we bought them because we just figured, well, it's one of those games that maybe we shouldn't pass up. Maybe we should have it for the collection and play it someday. What's not to love about Yoshi's Story? God, pulling these out, I actually do want to take out my N64 and go back and play this stuff. This Triple Play 2000, I have to be honest with you, I've never played this. It's just one of those games that we picked up and was like, hey, baseball, gotta have it. With a 3D on the cover, what? We're such suckers for this. I have no idea why. We have two Legend of Zelda Majora's Masks. I don't even like this game. I don't even like this game. Don't hate. I don't like Majora's Mask. Fine, let's just go with it. We're doing, we have Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Never played this one. Also, I do not like the multicolors on these cartridges. I only want the gray. I think the gray looks better with all the collections. I don't like when there's something that pops out like this blue. So Tony Hawk, you failed me again. I still think you're an amazing skateboarder though. Come on, Donkey Kong 64, why are you yellow? I don't want you to be yellow. I want you to fall in line with the rest. You just gotta stand out. Super Smash Brothers, again, Marissa does not like Smash Brothers. I put a lot of pressure on the controller when I play, so it's a hand killer. Smash Brothers, you kill my thumbs. Mario Party 2, this I can't imagine would be worth money. I do not like Star Fox. Star Fox 64, I cannot get into Star Fox. Alright? Oh, like, see, I really hate this. Game that got completely covered up in stickers? Why did you do this? It's ruined. Wave Race 64. Mike Piazza's Strike Zone? Okay, so anything to do with baseball, we're gonna buy. That's the greatest boxer who ever lived not too long ago. So it was just really cool to find this in the collection. And another reason why I want to pull the N64 out to pay a little tribute to the greatest. So this is Knockout Kings 2000, and right on the cover is Muhammad Ali. That is it for my N64 collection. I hope you enjoyed it. At least I hope you enjoyed the ones that I hold near and dear to my heart. My fave 5 right here. Let me know what your faves are from your N64 collection in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you again tomorrow. Ciao.